right, my friends, welcome back to another edition of Songs That Didn't Hold Up or that maybe did hold up. In this series, we look at your favorite songs from the past and we ask the question, did they hold up or were they actually trash? We will find out, and by we, I mean me, because you're watching my video, which means my opinion is more important than yours. So I will be the judge. Did your favorite song hold up or was it actually trash? In this episode, we'll be looking at several songs from the 2000s, starting with some classic butt rock, Colors by Crossfade.
Before we go any further, festival lineups full of washed up dinosaur bands might suck, but you know what doesn't suck? Surfshark VPN, who are offering an 85% discount and 3 months free with this promo code right here. I've been using a VPN religiously because anytime I want to work from a coffee shop or anywhere else with public Wi-Fi, I know that there are people hanging out there waiting to steal your information. It's true. And a VPN helps keep you safe. Surfshark VPN is also great for all your content needs because with more and more streaming services all the time, that means more content locked behind annoying geo restrictions and all that kind of stuff. But with Surfshark VPN, you can get access to the entire Netflix category in 15 countries, and watch sports without any annoying buffering or pop-ups, and without any tracking or censorship. So if that sounds cool, purchasing a 24-month VPN plan is seriously one of the very best options out there. And with Black Friday being so close, Surfshark has a great offer. 85% off and 3 months extra. Just scan the QR code on the screen right now, or click the link in the description of this video and use this promo code right here. Just try it out for yourself and see if you can find a better VPN solution for all your devices with 24/7 support. By the way, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So check it out at the link in the description of this video.
Already, we've got some soulful butt rock played on, what is that, a Schecter? Normally, I would say that butt rock requires a PRS into a Mesa Boogie, but I think in this case, I'll make an exception for a Schecter. That'll work. I'll allow it. Most importantly, you guys know my passion for wrist accessories. So of course, that's the first thing I noticed. Looks like this is one of those like leather wrist cuffs with a watch on it on his left hand, and then appears to be maybe like a bandana or something below it, and then a sweatband on his right hand. So 3 wrist accessories on 2 hands. We're off to a good start. I like it so far. She looks like she's got something on her mind. Wait a minute. There's this guy playing guitar, and then there's this guy playing guitar. Are you telling me that these are 2 different people? How did they get 2, like, sort of poor man's Mark McGraths in the same band? I'm confused. And then there's this guy, the drummer.
There's no running.
How does everybody in this band look the same? Also, another thing I feel very passionate about is necklaces. So the youth pastor necklace, the leather band with some sort of like ugly, like pewter trinket hanging from it. I like it so far. Getting a lot of youth pastor vibes. A lot of landing strips in this video though. They call them a soul patch, but to me it's a landing strip. And I gotta say, I'm a little uncomfortable with how fuzzy his landing strip is. Right? Like, that's more of like, it's almost a goatee, more of a goatee than a landing strip. It's you gotta tame that thing, my man. If you're gonna do the landing strip, it can't be all fuzzy. Shine. Wait a minute. I legitimately can't tell if these are the same guys or not. Like, there's this guy, and I don't think they're the same guy because this guy has a lip piercing and the other guy didn't. Everyone in this band looks like a character creator version of the same thing, just with like one different option checked. I'm confused. Here we go. I feel like this band is like something your neighbor Cody would give you this CD. He'd be like, my older brother got this CD. It sounds like 3 Days Grace, but it's like harder. Imagine 3 Days Grace, but it's like it's real hard, man. My older brother got it. He says the F word on it. Casino Rock, yes. Yeah, it's 3 Days Grace, but not for pussies. I also feel like one of these 5-string basses made out of some sort of really like smoothly carved wood is also mandatory for this genre. The dual rectifier, the PRS, or in this case a Schecter, and the 5-string bass that he plays with his fingers, mandatory. And the bootcut jeans, of course. I love this aesthetic, man. All I gotta say is, fellas, if you're watching this video, I just have one question for you. Fellas, what's stopping you from looking like this? Huh? The answer is nothing. Fulfill your destiny, my friends. Reject modernity, embrace tradition, get a landing strip and a PRS and a Mesa Boogie, start a band that sounds like 3 Days Grace. Fulfill your destiny. All right, does this hold up? I mean, no, but yes. But no, but yes. Yeah, no, but yes. But no, but yes. That's what I think as far as the answer to whether this holds up. No, but yes, but no, but yes. But no, but yes. That's what I think. Next up, certified classic. I Know You See It by Young Jock. Not a real mid-2000s rapper unless you had a blatantly fake episode of MTV Cribs. I don't think Jock was ever actually on there. But still, I appreciate a romantic line. She busts it open, take a picture with my phone. What a sweetheart. Sean John. I feel like Sean John, the era of hoodwear needs to come back. Sean John, Pelly Pell, Avirex, Echo, LRG. We need to bring back hoodwear. The powder blue head-to-toe Sean John velour tracksuit, Fat Farm, FUBU. That's right. That's right. Rockaware. Exactly. Need to bring back hoodwear. I feel like you should have two choices as a man in 2022. You can either pick the Crossfade landing strip and Affliction bootcut jeans aesthetic. That's option number one. Or you pick the Fat Farm, Rockaware, Echo, FUBU sort of look. Those are your only two options. If you're not able to commit to one of those two options, you have no place in my world. That's all I have to say. Girls with the sweatpants that say pink on the butt or juicy. All the ladies out there, you need a Juicy Couture tracksuit with some whale tail. I sincerely think that the producer of this song, Nitty, he also did Jock's other song, It's Going Down. My all-time favorite producer. Like, nobody makes better beats than Nitty. He also did Duro and Young Capone, a few other, like, just the classic, like, mid-2000s Atlanta strip club rap. Nobody did it better than Nitty. This reminds me of my girlfriend at the time worked at this place called Gadzooks that sold a lot of this kind of stuff. And I remember there was some guy that came in. I went to go see her once. Some guy came in and he got like some yellow like track jacket or something like bright ass yellow track jacket. And he was like, y'all got the pants? And she was like, no, we just have the track jacket. And he's like, all right then, and left. Because the man didn't want the bright yellow track jacket unless he could also get the matching bright yellow track pants. Respect to that man. I bet he would have also worn it with a yellow hat and yellow shoes too. Respect his commitment. So I gotta say, I miss this era for two reasons. Because this is an era where rappers and deathcore bands dress the same. Like, this is when the guys in Abacab and Amir also dressed like this. What a time to be alive. Magical. Magical. You could see Despised Icon, Abacab, and Amir, and they would be dressed the same as Young Jock. And for that reason, I would say, does this song hold up? Hell yes, it does. Certified classic. Absolutely love it. Big fan of Jock, big fan of Nitty. And speaking of mid-2000s deathcore, classic of this era, iconic mid-2000s deathcore song, Entombment of a Machine by Job For A Cowboy. I think this sounds great. You know this part coming up, right? Everyone knows this part, right? I gotta say, this sounds great. You guys will remember they were maybe not necessarily the very first deathcore band, but pretty damn close to it. This is from what, 2004, 2005? I would say they were probably the first deathcore band to really go viral by the standards of the time, you know, to get a couple million plays on MySpace back then. And everybody's top 8 back then, all the kids loved them, all the old people hated them, and I gotta say, sounds pretty goddamn good. Like, the standard metal elitist line of thinking about deathcore back then that was that they were just like dumb little kids with gay emo haircuts that couldn't play. But if you listen to this shit, they were really young. I think they were like in high school when they did this. This sounds great to me. These kids could definitely play. Super tight. I love this production too. This is like the perfect production to me. It's that perfect balance of like, it's a little bit raw and nasty, but you can tell that they can actually play. Whereas within just a few years, they edited everything to death. And, you know, modern deathcore to me is very overproduced and bland. Whereas this to me is that perfect balance of kind of nasty, but still tight. I think it sounds great. And an ungodly amount of different cymbals. That's right. Listen, every drummer should have at least 3 different ice bells and chinas and splash cymbals. You got to have 3 of each. You don't need no toms. Just have like 1 crash cymbal. No crash cymbal. No ride, no crash. You just need a hi-hat, 3 chinas, 3 ice bells, and 3 splashes. That's all you need. Sounds great to me. So, does this hold up? I would say, hell yes, it does. It's a classic. Great song and great band. Like, really, I think people are going to look back on this much more fondly than they did at the time, and for good reason, because this shit was great. Okay, next up, we have the debut song from your man, 50 Cent, or as your grandma probably called him back then, 50 Cents. Wanksta, his debut song. I think this is from 2002, right? I remember hearing this on some local like video show in New York back then. Really bad name, Wanksta. Like, what a terrible name. Woo!
Yeah. AKA Ferrari F50.
It's 50, aka Ferrari F50. I don't know about that. That's right. He's a wanksta because he wanks a lot, eh, mate? Exactly. Because a real gangsta would never wank unless 50 Cent is saying he's a wanksta because he wanks a lot. I don't know. Or maybe 50 Cent is saying that real G's don't jerk it. I don't know what he's trying to say.
You say you a gangster, but you never nothing. You say you a wankster, and you need to stop fronting. Imagine
50 Cent confronts you in the street and he's like, "Hey, bruh, you a wanksta?" And you're like, I'm a witch? It's like a wanksta. Is that bad? I'm not sure I understand. I gotta say, I am appreciating the do-rag under the hat. I feel like that's something else that needs to come back. With the MySpace deathcore bands kind of starting to come back a little bit, I feel like it's just right around the corner that MySpace deathcore is going to be cool again. One of those bands needs to be daring enough to wear the white do-rag under a fitted. Someone needs to do it. Tall tee, do-rag under a fitted, playing Abacab type deathcore. That's what I need to see.
You never nothing. You say you a wankster.
The G-Unit shoes. That's right. I forgot the G-Unit shoes existed. I had a G-Unit shirt back then, a Mobb Deep G-Unit shirt, and I remember I would wear it in Cincinnati, and people gave me a lot of shout-outs for it because I think a white guy with tattoos wearing a G-Unit shirt in 2005 in Cincinnati was not something that the people in Cincinnati were ready for.
Gorilla unit, cuz they say we bugged down, 'cause we don't go nowhere.
Gotta say, 50 Cent, very charismatic, one of the best shit talkers of all time. You do not want the 50 Cent smoke on social media, but horrible rapper. One of the worst rappers of all time. And it does not get much worse. He literally sounds like some guy that just walked into the studio like talking into the mic. He's not even really rapping. He's just like talking, and only kind of talking. But I gotta say, the G Unit sweatsuit, I'm ready for that to come back too.
You a Wanksta, and you need to stop fronting. You go to the dealership, but
Look at this fit here though. The tall tee, the satin baseball jacket with the do-rag, the fitted hat, and the chain. It's hard. Bring it back. Reject modernity, embrace tradition. These are your choices. You can be the butt rock guy with the landing strip, or you can be the rapper guy with the tall tee and the do-rag. These are your choices. So does the song hold up? You know, I gotta say, the beat is a yes. 50 as a rapper is a no. Easily one of the worst rappers of all time. Kind of surprised more people don't come for him for being a horrible rapper. Then again, he also seems like a pretty scary guy. So I would say that's probably the reason why more people didn't come for him. Great beat, horrible rapping, but 10 out of 10 fits. So for the drip factor, I would say, you know, maybe holds up for that. Switching things up a little bit, another Screamo classic, All That I've Got by The Used. I believe this was their breakthrough song, right? I believe. What is the fascination in the mid-2000s with all the emo bands into these like libraries and nursing homes and like some old man's workshop? Like, why were they so fascinated with these like sort of old-fashioned kind of things? Look at the difference here. Why couldn't they all be like Bring Me the Horizon and have seen girls partying in the living room? Why do we want to see some dusty old bookstore? Finn better like this so I feel good about myself. I like everything you like. As long as you sub, I officially validate all your taste. That Feldman snare sound. This is from 2010. Why are all the videos from back then uploaded in 2010? Why can we not have an HD version of these? But then again, I feel like watching them in 480p is actually the more authentic way to experience it. So I take it back. Don't remaster these. Actually, demaster it. Take this down to 240p so we can watch it as it was intended to.
So deep that it didn't even bleed and catch me.
A lot of zany headwear back then too. You know, obviously Patrick Stump with his newsboy hats and Brendan Urie with his top hat. A lot of old-fashioned headwear in mid-2000s emo. Interesting trend.
From lonely asleep, I still see you lying next to me.
The song is good, actually.
I need
This album is very good. You can hear Feldman all over it. The cranked Feldman snare. Okay, I take it back. You have a third option as a man in 2022. There's the butt rock guy, the matching colors rap guy, or you can be scene hair guy, but not like cool MySpace scene hair. It's got to be like the mid-2000s Karen hair like this. That's your other option. The Alex Gaskarth, yes. Also like this here, his sort of baggy pants with a suit. This is like when you got to go on a job interview, but you don't own a suit because you're 17, so you borrow your dad's suit, but it doesn't fit you right because you're a kid and he's a man. That's the vibe I'm getting here from Burt McCracken. Like, okay, Dad, the people at McDonald's said I could come in for an interview on Thursday. Can I borrow your suit? And more zany mic stuff. See, look, the zany mic technique. People, just hold the mic as it was intended. Let's not horse around with the mics. No weird vintage microphones. No holding them in weird ways. Just, come on, SM57. Grab it like this. Grab it like it's your dick. That's how you're supposed to hold a mic. Grab it like your dick. I think this song does hold up, but I don't think it's their best song. It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning or whatever. I think that's their best song. But this is a good one. Taste of Ink, yeah. Taste of Ink, I think, is their best song. But I would say this song holds up too. Look at this cum splattered do not enter sign. How did this happen? That's what I want to know. Come on, there's kids in this video. Why is there a cum splattered do not enter sign on the door to this room? That's my question, but I'm too scared to watch anymore to find out. So we're just going to close this one and move on to our last song, Beverly Hills by Weezer. I haven't listened to this one in a long time.
Thank you, darling.
Hugh Hefner. There was an article that came out about Hugh Hefner recently with Holly, that's her name, right? Where she confessed that having sex with Hugh Hefner was really weird and gross, and all he did was lay there. And we were all just shocked, like, wait, you mean the super hot 26-year-old fucking the 83-year-old guy? Like, it was weird and the sex was bad? Whoa! None of us saw that one coming. Shocking. I want to start smoking a pipe. Feel like it's time.
Pat, it's Hef. I hear Weezer has a new record coming out. What do you say you come by the house and play it for the girls?
I feel like this is actually the phone that Hugh Hefner had at the Playboy Mansion. I like how also they had it plugged in. Like the commitment to realism. I appreciate it. I feel like he's the kind of weird old dude that would still have one of these cheap old landlines, even in 2005 or whenever.
Girls.
That sounds fine. Do you mind if I bring some friends?
Whatever you want. Just don't bring too many dudes.
Don't bring too many dudes. He's so creepy and gross.
Where I come from isn't all that great. My automobile is
The track jacket era. This is like the exact moment that Seth on the OC made indie rock cool and made all guys dress like this, striped polo shirts, the track jackets, the Seth Cohen look. The moment when everyone looked like Michael Cera, exactly. This might not be a popular opinion, but I gotta say, I think Weezer is cringe in every way. I think Rivers Cuomo seems like a really strange, off-putting guy. I think their lyrics are super cringe. The vocal melodies, like he's a great songwriter. It's really catchy, but everything about them is cringe. It just feels like try-hard, emo, like indie kind of dorks to me in the wrong way. Cringe, but not in a cool way. Like this. Like, I understand this is like supposed to be post-ironically cringe, right? Like, oh, I know it's cringe, but since I know it's cringe, it's not cringe, it's cool. Well, no, I think it's actually just cringe. The Sweater song is great. I do like that
I
song.
don't stand a chance.
He's very self-aware, I agree, but that doesn't make it okay.
I just don't belong.
Yep, Reddit was a person. I mean, I don't think this is like horrible. It's a catchy song, I guess, but actually I take it back. Cringe isn't the right word for Weezer so much as douche. It seems very douchey and very try-hard, and I'm not on board with it. I don't like Weezer. I'm going to say no, it does not hold up. I do not approve. The Seth Cohen indie cuck look is not on the approved list of personas for men in the current year. You can be the butt rock guy, you can be the rap guy, or you can be the Karen scene hair guy. The Seth Cohen indie guy is off the menu. It's canceled. I banned it. Listen, hey, hold on. Someone's calling me. It's Obama. Hang on. Yeah. Obama? Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I was just telling him that we banned the Seth Cohen indie thing. Yeah, okay. You're on board? Great. Okay. Guys, look, it's official. Obama just got off the phone with him. The Seth Cohen indie look, it's banned, canceled forever. Obama, he just gave me the official go-ahead, so there we have it. And that brings us to the end of this installment of songs that didn't hold up or did, the 2000s edition. Join us next time for another exciting edition where we, or by we, I mean me, will be the judge, jury, and executioner of your favorite songs.